Okay. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 7:30. Roll call, please.
Blackstock. Here. Blair.
Here.
Horn.
Here.
Pasalis.
Here.
Uda.
Here.
Town. Here. Simons.
Here. All present. Kathy, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the
Thank you. Moving on to approval of the agenda. It has just come in this afternoon, the St. Clair County Quarterly Activity Report. So I would like to add that to C7 under the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion that we take the sheriff's report that came in under C7. You want to move that to number 1?
No, we'll just do it. There'll be no other reports on that.
Okay. Yeah, that's,
I'll support.
All right, it's been moved and supported that we amend the agenda by adding the St. Clair County Sheriff's Activity Report. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We add them. Next, we have the approval of the January 3, 2017 minutes.
I'll make a motion as any additions or deletions. I'll make that we approve the minutes of January 3rd, 2017.
Support.
It's been moved and supported that we approve the minutes of January 3rd, 2017. Is there any further discussion?
Yes, isn't there a typo on the third page?
I believe there is.
January, reads January 14th, should be February 14th.
This should be February on your very back page here. Thanks for reminding me of that.
For the EDA meeting, you mean? Which will be
Correct.
February?
Yep.
Yes.
That's the one that we approved for us to all go, whoever wants to go. So I guess with the correction to the minutes of that from January to February, is there any other further discussion on the minutes of January 3? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
So who made the motion?
Mr. Boda and Herb seconded it. All right, moving on to public comment. Is there anybody in the audience who would like to talk about anything that's not on the agenda? Hearing none. Moving on to consent agenda. We have the C1, December 2016 Marine City Fire Report. We have C2, the 2016 Marine City Fire Report. First one was December's report, and then the
Yearly report.
No, that's the fire authority.
It's a yearly report.
December 27, okay,
one's a
yearly report.
and one's a authority.
All right, then we have the C3 is the January 4, 2017 Historical Commission minutes, and C4 is the December 2016 St. Clair Fire Report. C5 is the December 2016 Revenue and Expenditure Report. C6 is the December 2016 Investment Income Report. And C7 is the St. Clair County Sheriff's Activity Report. Would you like to go to the podium and we'll discuss this report? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Lieutenant Joseph Hernandez with the St. Clair County Sheriff's Office.
Okay. I know this is just dropping this on you right now, but it just came in and then he came here, so I was going to put it on the next meeting, but he's here, so we'll do it. I mean, it actually looks pretty good. It looks like there's nothing that's jumping out at me that I see.
No, it looks pretty routine.
Is there anything we should be aware of on the report or anything, or?
No, at all. I don't remember anything major, just normal. Everything looked about the same, no big changes.
What about
Um,
the
I
destruction?
don't
of
recall
property?
any, pardon, sir?
What about the destruction of property? Malicious destruction of property? Went up to 6?
Yeah, that's probably not all the park, but that probably is the,
Yeah, there was three
things in
in
the park.
December, so I don't know exactly what they were, but that covers, the MDOP covers everything, to the park, to civilians. So there is a run, sometimes during Christmas, people destroying Christmas decoration stuff, but I'm just assuming that's probably what it was. So.
yeah, that is a jump there, Herb. In the last quarter, it jumped up from 1 to 6. But back in the first quarter, we had 3.
The other one I see there is, it's up a little bit, it's assist the public, which is very good.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah. Is there any other questions that you have?
No, I don't have any.
Is there any more of those grants, or that's all that, what was that, Stonehenge or something?
Stone Garden?
Stone Garden? Is that all gone now?
Usually Stone, it's been cut drastically since it first came out. Normally, if we do get Stone Garden funds, we use them more towards the summer when things get busier, but I haven't heard if the funds have been released yet for this coming fiscal year or not. I know we did get some new paperwork in email, so that's usually a good sign that it will be coming, if they're sending us the forms to fill out. So, but we probably won't start seeing any of that until the summer. So,
And what that is the extra hours that cars are in our township? From the grant from along the border, is that
yeah,
what it was?
to patrol along the borders.
Yeah, I don't see anything that's,
Nothing jumps out at you.
keeping an extra eye on Township Park over here because of the problems we've had this past year. They keep an extra eye on it, or sand patrol, or
What extra, I mean, I wasn't aware.
well, we had a
there was-
gate smashed and a
Okay, I remember they hit
guardrail. What else, Sydney?
turn on
The
sidewalk.
guardrail in the dog park parking lot has been hit, so that all the dirt was like piled up next to the posts. They're like steel posts that go down that hold that guardrail.
We'll let the township officers know.
Yeah,
That-
I think we've
If
already
they
talked. with-
haven't,
And they said they were
have
gonna,
reports
Okay.
on both items.
yeah.
because I know, on my shift, it's Deputy Duva that's down here during the day. I believe Deputy Cronkrite's still doing the other side, I think. I don't know. They just changed because of New Year, but,
We changed deputies?
well, I know they usually do. I know Deputy Duva, she stayed in for our side, so she's still my township officer on this side. I know Deputy Cronkrite was doing it on the other side. I'm not sure if he stayed for the New Year or not. So,
Yeah. If you could email me who they are still,
Okay.
that would be great. And still, I'd like to have them report here, not report, but call here during the day, and if there's anything that,
they usually, don't they, I know Carrie usually says she checks in once a day. Usually walks through the
they do,
offices.
but they go for long periods where they don't.
Oh, okay.
So if we could just have them checking in, that would be great.
Okay.
I mean, if they're busy, that's fine. It just, to see them here, the presence is.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, we'll have them check in.
So anybody else have any questions?
I don't.
Kathy, you understand what we're doing here? Greg?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Have a
Good job.
one. Take it easy.
You too.
Okay, with that, I guess we need a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make that motion. We accept the consent agenda as presented.
I'll support. I do have
Okay.
a couple questions, though, Larry.
All right, it's been moved and supported that we accept the consent agenda as presented. Is there any further discussion?
Yeah, I got a couple. On the Marine City Area Fire Authority, we had 85 calls for our township this year. How was that compared to last year?
I thought that too when I read that today.
Because I know we get, isn't it a portion, is how
That's
it's?
what, yeah, the total portion, and it still looks like we're still around 10 or 12%.
Okay,
I was looking at Marine City's got like 333 or
right,
something.
right.
And, I mean, in
Cotterville's at
proportionate, we're,
175.
Cotterville and Marine City are the two biggest entities in the fire authority, and China's always the last. So I think it's pretty much in line to where we were. But having
Okay.
these ones to our park, that not only do we pay the $250, but that adds to our percentage.
Right.
So that's why we want to make sure we're not calling them if we don't need them.
I noticed we get a few at the Edison.
And the only other comment I had was, just looking through our December, revenue and expenditure report. I know we talked about several months ago, we were gonna wait to see how our sewer and water look. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know what you've heard there, Larry, but just looking at the
Well-
charges we have right now, I mean, it seems,
I thought the same thing.
it seems that we finally got that under control a little bit.
Well, I still don't think we should go too long. Let's give it another, like,
Yeah.
3 months or something like that, maybe address it
Right.
again in April or something.
Right, just keep an eye on it, but on page 29 of 33, you can see that our sales for the water was at 661. On page 30, the very next page, you can see our charges were 582. So we're
We had a
still ahead of the game a little bit, and right in front of that is the sewer. On page 27, our sales were 769, and our charges were at 593. So
Yeah, that one
we'll
went-
just have to keep an eye on it, but I think with what we did, it is coming out to where we want it to be.
Well, it should. I mean, we had that study done by Stuart Ball Van Whipple.
Right.
We went to the Ready to Serve. And this is really the first full year of that Ready to Serve, I
Yes.
believe.
It is, 1 year.
Thank you. Is there anything else on the consent agenda? Mr. Horn, did you have something?
No, I didn't have nothing.
And we have a motion, and we have a second. No further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Moving on to disbursements, we have invoices of $66,117.30. Excuse me. We have accounts payable of $46,257.27. We have a payroll of $10,150.15. We have a payroll direct deposit of $14,035.86. We have an EFT account of $14,715.24. And we have a tax account of $265,105.70 for a total disbursement of $416,381.52.
I'll make a motion, we pay the bills in the amount of $416,381.52.
I'll support.
It's been moved and supported that we pay the bills in the sum of $416,381.52. Is there any further discussion?
Yeah, Larry, I got a question on, it's on the second page, page 2 of 4. The shipping channel fence, was that the repair
what?
for the gate? Shipping channel fence,
For $300.
the 2,850.
Oh, he doesn't have that check yet. Corinne thought that I had told her to go ahead. He's doing bleacher backs for us for a grant that are $2,550. And he's finishing those up in the next week or two, so I can send those in.
Okay,
And 300 of that was to repair the gate, to get it back together. But we still have that check in the safe.
okay.
He won't get that check. He doesn't want that check till the bleacher backs are done.
Okay, she answered the question.
Thank you. Better than I would have done it. Okay, any further questions on the disbursements? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Blair,
Yes.
Horn,
Yes,
Pasalis,
Yes.
Buda,
Yes.
Town, yes. Blackstock,
Yes.
Simons.
Yes, motion carries. We pay the bills. Moving on to new business, we have the St. Clair County MTA meeting, February 9th, 2017 at Alexander's. And this is our district meeting, which is Sanilac and St. Clair County are our district. You have the brochure in your packet. All I need to know is, well, I guess we make a motion, we can send people. The other thing was who wants to go.
I've been there a couple of times the past years, so maybe one of the new members might want to go.
Well, I'll make a motion that any board member that would like to attend the St. Clair County chapter of the MTA 217 annual dinner be allowed to go with necessary expenses.
I'll support.
It's been moved and supported that anybody on the board that would like to go to the MTA district meeting on February the 9th with the expenses to go. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Horn,
Yes.
Batalis,
Yes.
Buda,
Yes,
Town, yes. Blair,
Yes.
Blackstock,
Yes.
Simons.
Yes, motion carries. Moving on to announcements. The only thing I have is, we're gonna have the county road meeting on March the 2nd at 3:30 at the Road Commission. For our new board members, what that is it's anybody on the board that wants to go, you go up to the Road Commission and they take it by townships. They only take, I think, 4 townships at a time. And you'll sit down with the engineering department, the permits department, the county board of road commissioners. You'll sit down with the director, and you jump from table to table. I know Mr. Horn's been with me a few times on it. It's quite enlightening to see what our road commission does for the township. I mean, they work directly for us as our DPW for the roads. Plus that we get quite a bit of money from the county too. But it's your chance to voice what you think of that and where you think we should be going. So
it's March 2nd.
it's March 2nd at 3:30. So anybody that would be interested in going, I mean, I know it's a ways out yet. I'll be reminding you up till then, but I mean, like I say, anybody that wants to go, I'm gonna be going. I don't know if Mr. Horn's going this year, he usually
Yeah, I'll
does.
go with you if I'm feeling good.
All right.
Are there any special concerns that you have that you want to talk to the road commission about?
I go every year, yeah.
But is there any special thing?
It's interesting.
Huh?
It's very interesting.
It is, no, nothing specific, you know. I mean, they've worked with us really well on, doing the Springborn Road stuff, doing the paving we did down here this fall, you know. And those are the people, the engineering at Bill Hazelton, we work with him. And you get to meet who you're talking to on all this stuff and who approves all this stuff. They got a real class act. In fact, I was up there, I'm on the Bridge and Road Committee, I was up there Tuesday. I mean, it's getting a little off the subject, but after our Bridge and Road Committee, they took us out in the warehouse and showed us the new Road Commission trucks, salters and plowers that they're actually bought all these Army trucks.
Okay.
And took the Army trucks and they send them out and have them refitted with dump boxes and salters and blades and repainted. They definitely do not look like an Army truck. I mean, it is phenomenal. And the county's saving, it's well over $100,000 per vehicle. I mean, it's just phenomenal what they did with those trucks. I was so impressed.
It's been in the Times Herald. It's quite economical.
Yeah, it's quite a thing. So, I mean, you get to see all that stuff and what goes on and how they do what they do and why, they don't do what they do. But I think overall, they do a great job for us. So that was all I had under announcements. So we'll move on to members' comments. Mr. Horn,
I don't have any tonight.
Mr. Passalis.
Anything more on the DPW for the,
Blaine hasn't got back with me on, he, like I said at the last meeting, he can't really get another price on that toolcat.
Right.
As far as, that is the my deal price. He's trying to get these people to see if they'll give us more money for the old one, just selling it outright. But I actually think we're probably gonna have to put that out for bid anyways.
I think so too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna
a-
have to be advertised as a bid.
You
I
know you're
think,
gonna get 15 out of it.
right, we're gonna get that much, because that's one of the offers we had. But I think I'll probably put it on the next meeting, and we'll make a decision whether we want to
Okay.
purchase it or not.
yeah, I don't think you'll find a better deal than my deal. I mean,
My
that's for
deal
sure.
is the best deal that we found on trucks,
Right.
anything, or appliances, printers, I mean. So I'll put that on the next meeting, Ange, thanks for,
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
all right.
Thanks.
Mr. Boda?
I have nothing tonight, thank you.
Mr.
No
Town?
comments?
What's that?
No comments?
No comment? Mr. Blackstock?
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Blair?
I would like to commend the sheriff's department for the great job that they've done. Thank you.
Thank you. They do a good job. And my comments are, all of our employees are doing a great job. I mean, we've had some stuff that was asked of our employees to do with the Edison as to, what water we can supply, what sewers we can supply. We had a meeting Friday. Our people did such an excellent job presenting and giving them the figures, and I mean, they put a lot of effort into that to get all that stuff, and I was quite impressed. I don't know about Mr. Town.
I was very impressed.
I mean, they did a great job, as do all of our employees, but our three superintendents, they did a great job in preparing to meet with the Edison and answering the questions that they had. I was quite impressed that they did a great job. So there'll be more to come from that. So,
They answered all the DTE's questions. I mean, straightforward, straight out.
yeah, it was.
And then they had follow-up questions and dig a little deeper, and they were able to answer those questions.
I mean, they really know their jobs, they do. I mean, they really know their jobs. So anyways, that's all I have. So with that, I guess a motion to adjourn would be in order.
Make a motion to adjourn at 7:53.
Three.
Blackstar supported.
It's been moved and supported that we adjourn at 7:53. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Casalas.
Opposed? Motion carries. We adjourn at 7:53.
Casalas, second.
Yep.